My wife said she was going on a short trip with her sister. It was supposed to be a weekend getaway, a way for her to unwind after weeks of relentless work. But when she left, something shifted inside me, something I couldn't explain at first. I brushed it off as paranoia, but then, days later, as I walked to my car in the parking lot, I saw her. And she wasn't with her sister. Claire and I had always seemed like the perfect couple. We met in college, a chance encounter at a bookstore that led to long conversations over coffee and weekends spent wandering the city. I was drawn to her intelligence, her sense of humor, and the quiet confidence that made her stand out without trying. Our relationship had been easy, effortless even. For the first few years, we built a life together, good friends, a cozy apartment, and a shared dream of traveling the world. We were those people who knew each other's quirks inside out, who could finish each other's sentences without a word. I never expected our perfect life to unravel like this. But then again, maybe the signs were always there. I was just too blinded by love to see them. It started small, a sudden change in routine. One evening, as I got home from work, Claire was standing in front of the mirror, fixing her hair. She looked different, like she was preparing for something. I asked her about it, and she just shrugged. Just trying something new. But the next day, she announced she was going away for the weekend. It's been planned for a while. My sister and I are taking a short trip to the mountains, she said, brushing past me with a smile. The way she said it should have reassured me, but something in her eyes didn't sit right. It was subtle, small things like the extra care she took packing her suitcase, the way she became protective of her phone. I noticed she started taking it with her everywhere, even to the bathroom. She had never been like that before. And there was the perfume. Claire had never worn strong fragrances, but when she came home the night before her trip, there was a heavy floral scent trailing behind her, one I didn't recognize. I didn't confront her about it. It was easy to brush off these small things as coincidences. But deep down, the seed of doubt had been planted, and it began to grow. I had almost convinced myself I was overreacting until I saw her that day in the parking lot. It wasn't like I was looking for her. I was just heading to my car, lost in my own thoughts, when I spotted Claire across the lot. She was talking to a man, one I didn't recognize. They were standing a little too close for comfort, her laughter ringing out like she was at ease with him. His hand brushed her arm lightly, and my stomach dropped. I froze, watching them, unable to move. Claire glanced over, and for a moment, our eyes locked. There was a flicker of recognition in her face, but she didn't pull away. She didn't even seem startled to see me. It took everything in me to walk away. I told myself I was imagining things. Maybe it was a colleague or some random person she'd met on her trip. But I couldn't shake the feeling that I was seeing something I wasn't supposed to. Later that night, I checked her phone. I know, invading privacy isn't the way to go, but in that moment, I had to know. I found the messages. Casual at first, just small talk about the trip, how her sister was. But then there was a thread with someone named Jared, and the tone of those messages made my blood run cold. The last one I saw sent a chill through me. I can't stop thinking about you. Can't wait for our next weekend together. I sat back, my mind reeling. The pieces of the puzzle I had ignored fell into place, the late nights at work, the secrecy, the perfume, the phone. It was all there. She had been lying. Claire was having an affair. The betrayal was too much. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think. My chest felt tight, like the weight of the world had settled on it. I had been married to this woman for 5 years. We had built our lives together, and now everything felt like a lie. I confronted her the moment she walked through the door, my voice trembling with the weight of my discovery. "Claire," I said, my words cutting through the silence. "Who's Jared?" She froze, the color draining from her face. For a second, I saw guilt flash across her eyes before she quickly masked it with an insincere smile. "What are you talking about? What's this about, Tyler?" I threw the phone onto the couch between us. The evidence was undeniable, and she knew it. For a long moment, she said nothing, just stared at the screen. Then, finally, her mask slipped. "It's not what you think." "Then what is it?" I demanded, my voice breaking. "How long?" "A few months," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. I didn't want to hurt you. I was going to tell you, I swear. It got complicated." I couldn't even process her words. I had never been good at confrontation, never liked it. But here I was, standing face to face with the woman I loved, who had just told me she had been sleeping with another man for months. I didn't react impulsively. I didn't shout or throw things. I just walked out. I needed air, space, anything but to be in that apartment with her. I needed to think. It wasn't until a week later that Claire tried to reach out. She sent me multiple texts, all apologetic and pleading. Her tone was full of guilt and self-justification. "I'm sorry," she wrote. "I was confused, and I never meant to hurt you. You don't understand. Jared's not what you think. He made me feel alive again." It was like I was reading the words of a stranger. The woman I thought I knew was gone, replaced by someone unrecognizable trying to justify her actions. She even turned to social media, posting vague, manipulative messages that painted her as the victim. The lies about our marriage, about me, her false narrative was carefully crafted to garner sympathy. She posted photos of us, turning our happy moments into something twisted and pitiful. But the truth was, I had proof, the messages, the betrayal. And I wasn't about to let her destroy my life with her lies. So I did what I had to do. I contacted her workplace. I wasn't petty. I wasn't looking to ruin her career. But I needed to expose her for who she was, and if it meant pulling back the curtain on her deception, then so be it. A week later, her job was gone. Jared, too, was fired after rumors of workplace misconduct spread like wildfire. And as much as I hated the mess I was now involved in, a part of me felt like I was finally taking back control. Claire tried to paint me as the villain, but the truth was undeniable. Her reputation, her career, everything she had built on lies came crumbling down. In the aftermath, Claire tried to salvage her image. She attempted to reach out to me several more times, but I didn't respond. I had already let go of the person she once was to me. The woman I loved was gone, replaced by someone who had broken my trust in ways I couldn't begin to explain. I took time to heal, to reflect. I spent months focusing on myself, on rebuilding the parts of me that had been shattered by her lies. I didn't look for revenge, but I also didn't let her destroy my sense of self. I moved on. Now, a year later, I found peace. I don't look back with anger anymore. I look forward, focused on the future. I've learned that sometimes betrayal isn't just about the other person, it's about finding the strength within yourself to let go, to forgive, and to rebuild. Have you ever experienced something like this, a betrayal that shattered your trust? Share your thoughts in the comments.